Hello there. It's another Sunday. Can't believe it's all flown by. What time was it? About a week ago? I was here saying, yeah, it's another Sunday, the Way Show. Well, it's another Sunday, and it's the Way Show. My name is Wole, and it's nice to be here with you again. Hope you all keep it well and keeping safe. If you're new to the show, don't forget, you know the drill. Subscribe to the show, like all our videos. And obviously, don't forget that notification bell to ping it, and obviously just click on it. So when we've got any new video coming up or loaded on, you'll be the first to know. Today, we've got a very exciting personality. We've got a lady, a classy lady, who is a creator of programs, reality shows. She's an activist. She's an advocate. She's quite a lot, and she's going to be joining me pretty soon to talk more about what she's doing. Her name is Jennifer Mairo, and I hope I pronounce her surname very well. She's Nigerian, actually, of Nigerian origin, but she's based in Dallas, United States. So Jennifer, if you are that's the smile. Hello, you.
Look at me.
Yeah.
Look at me doing my moves. Hey.
Yeah, with the moves. Yeah. Hey. How you doing, Jennifer?
I'm doing
Hello.
okay. When you were
Nice to have you on the show.
Oh my God, it's such a joy. When you were introducing me there, I was like, who is he talking about? I mean,
I'm talking about you, girl.
You know what? I'll take it. I will take it, honey.
Yeah. Whoop.
Look at you. You're already getting in the groove of my dancing.
Yeah. Say that again, Jenny. Yeah. It's nice to see you. It's nice for you to join us on the show. Thank you for joining us on the show. Yeah. So let's keep the ball rolling. Jenny, for those who are seeing you for the first time today, could you just tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, go on.
So my name is Jennifer Mairo. I produced and created a reality show called Real Naija Ladies of Dallas. We tell the stories of Nigerians who live in the diaspora. We're starting in Dallas, but this might be Atlanta, New York, London, before you know it. And not only Nigerians, now we're incorporating people from other African countries, and the show has just kind of evolved and blown up into something bigger than what we anticipated when we started it. I run a nonprofit organization called the Pamela Erere Foundation, named after my late supplies. We pay tuition, we mentor, we just do what we can from our little corner to make the world a better place. I happen to have a husband and 3 small children. And most times you would, on social media, you would find my posts mostly motivational and inspiring. And then when you hear people talking about any injustices, whether it be to the race of Black or the gender of females, I would probably have an opinion about it. So that's who I am in a nutshell.
That's who you are. For those of you, especially the guys watching this show, yes, she's taking and she's a mother of 3. Okay, so don't turn me off. Stay, watch the show. Okay, all right. She's taking.
Right?
Don't switch your channels. Watch the show. She's a very exciting lady, and obviously, there's a lot to talk about with regards to a show and everything.
Yeah.
Jennifer, Real Naija Ladies of Dallas, wonderful show. It's been running on so many platforms: YouTube, Amazon, in the UK, in Nigeria, in America. What made you think about that show? Why did you, was it just out of the blues idea that came to you and you said, all right, come on, let me do it. So what made you think about that show?
Yes, Wole, thank you for that question. It was definitely a little bit out of the blues. Well, we found out that a lot of people were watching a lot of reality TV. Like even statistically, it was shown that people had gotten tired of the scripted shows and they were now leaning a lot towards reality. So when the idea came to me, it was, oh my God, there's no reality series about Nigerians. Should we try one? It was very cavalier, very, over coffee, bread and butter type of, conversation. It wasn't it wasn't something I, thought through or anything like that. It was just casual. And then, my husband said, "Oh my God, I think it's a great idea. You should do it." As with all my other businesses, as with most of the things I've started in my life, I'm not saying it's not a good idea to think things through, but I learned that thinking too much into stuff tends to discourage you from pursuing it. So what I usually go by is my passion for it, whatever it is, whether it's when I go to school or when I started a nonprofit or whatever. It's always the passion that drives it. So I knew that, okay, you know what? I think I can handle it. I'm already creative. I'm already I'm a writer, which I probably didn't say in my introduction, but I write books, and I'm like, I can handle that kind of thing. So, and that's just how it happened, just cavalierly. And 2 weeks later, I was calling crew people and lighting people and sound people, trying to see who can turn on their cameras to start filming us. And that's really how it happened.
You made that sound so easy. You just call the casting people, you call the lighting people, you got the cameras and everything. How difficult or easy was that? I mean, it wasn't like these guys were just ready. Just there, and I just picked them up and come on, let's do it. How easy or how difficult was it for you to do that? To build the show and obviously start it.
Yeah, so it wasn't too difficult getting a cast for season 1, but the crew a little bit difficult because you have to factor in money, you have to factor in scheduling, and of course there are a lot of cinematographers, but not everyone films reality shows. So we had to find the specific people. So yes, getting the crew was a little bit difficult, but of course, once again, nothing is too difficult. So we did that. But with the cast, for the first season, I mostly leaned towards people I knew already. Like, the people I knew that I felt would work with the vision. Which going forward in the future seasons, of course, you would see how we evolved. But starting off, I'm like, hey, I know this girl. Okay, she seemed like she would be good for this. Let me ask her. And of course, some people said yes, others did not. And yes, so that's how it was starting off. But going on to the future seasons, it required a little bit more work than just me calling somebody.
Actually, I also wanted to, I know you touched a bit about it, about calling people and people saying yes or no. How difficult was it, or how easy was it to convince people to buy into the idea? Because not a lot. If it was probably Big Brother Nigeria or Big Brother wherever, everyone would kill themselves to get into it.
Because it's established. Yes,
it's established. So in your case, it was something just started.
Yeah.
Okay, so was it? Did you have to probably write a whole book?
Yeah,
and talk for donkeys of hours to convince people to buy into this idea of yours?
Yeah. Actually, no. So, and that's one of the reasons why I became a cast member on the show. And I get that question a lot. Oh, how do you produce the show and also star in it or cast in it? It comes from, my husband said to me, okay, that's my child. Please bear with me. He's coming over here. I don't know what he's going to do next. So let's just see. Okay. So
probably wants to say something on the show.
I don't know why he wants to, because grandma and dad are supposed to have him, but he's right here. But okay. That's one of the reasons why I became a cast member on the show, because my husband said, hey, listen, I know you want to just produce this thing and stay behind the scenes, but listen, a lot of people are not going to believe in it if you say hi.
Hi. Hello, you. Hi. Hello, how are you?
Hi. Okay,
it's nice to see you, little boy.
Yeah, that's the number 3. That's number 3.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, sir. So my husband said, listen, if you don't put yourself in front of the cameras, people may not necessarily trust it. People may believe, they might think you're taking a chance on it and you're gambling. But if they know that you're also a cast, oh, this woman is married, this woman has a family, this woman has a professional career, they would trust it, that you would, at least there'll be some sort of integrity behind it. So that's how I came to the front. I was never going to be in front.
Wow.
So I guess that was kind of what that was what convinced a lot of people. When I say, hey, listen, I'm going to be in it too. They're like, oh, you're going to be in it? Oh, yeah. Now people are relaxed because they feel like, I won't embarrass myself,
I need to say hello.
You need to say hello. Say hello.
Hello
I'm sorry.
again.
I saw
Hello. All right, it's okay. It's
Okay,
okay.
baby, go. Okay, go to daddy, honey. Go to daddy. Okay, sir, I'm listening. Yes, so that's what happened.
So good. What's the message from you
Let me help
to
you.
the program itself that you actually want to portray or give to people outside? Hello. What message does that program, does that reality show, Real Niger Lady, actually gives to anyone watching it at the moment
Okay,
from
so
season one?
Right. So the message is this: we need to. The African story has been told round and round by Hollywood and everybody else that cares to tell it, but not specifically by us, the real people who own the culture. We, coming to America, oh, fantastic. But trust me, there's nobody throwing rose petals on the floor for anybody to work on, right?
True.
Wakanda, Black Panther. Nobody is.
Hello, I'm Suckly. You want the gloves?
Not now. Maybe later. Okay.
Hey, Wole, do you mind? And I apologize. Can I step out of here for 1 second to throw him out?
No problems. Why you step out? We'll just have a look at the promo for the first edition of Real Niger Ladies.
Very good.
Go do your thing. Go do your thing, Jennifer.
Thank you so much.
It's all right. So why Jennifer is just stepping out? So we'll just have a trailer, the trailer of the Real Niger Ladies of Dallas, so we can quickly just have a look at what it actually means to those who've not seen it before.
All right.
Okay, while we're still waiting for that to come up, sorry about that. It's a live show. We're all at home, and so no one is able to go to any studio at the moment for now. And don't forget, we are broadcasting all the way from London, talking to someone in Dallas in the United States, so across the ocean. Things happen. All right, so we're sorry about that. It's just a son just coming up to see who Mom was talking to. Yeah, welcome back. So, we were not able to. So it's okay. We weren't able to get see that clip at that moment. So we're just going back to the question. So the message you intend to deliver to those watching the show.
Yeah. So the message is that Africa has a rich culture. We have a sense of identity. We know who we are and we own it. So whether it's us speaking pidgin English or us wearing some of our native attires or just us comparing our upbringing and cultures to what we currently, see or how we're raising our kids here in the US or what have you, that's what we want people to see. Just to see us as Africans for who we are, how unique we are from everybody else, and also how intertwined we are with everybody else, if that makes sense. So we hurt like you hurt, we have struggles like you do, however, we're not going to tone down our magic to suit anybody anymore. Africa is coming out now. We are owning who we are, and a lot of people are falling in line, and we are proud of us. That's the message of the show.
And this show is it's gotten right from baby steps to what I would want to say are giant steps now. You're on YouTube, you're Nigerian stations, you're on Ben TV, you've been on Ben TV here in the UK, Amazon, you've been on, and the journey's been like baby steps all through the way.
Yep.
So obviously in Nigeria, you're also in Nigeria. So are you thinking of probably enlarging your coast, thinking about making it more international, especially zeroing into Africa, probably Ghana, Kenya, South Africa, wherever in sub-Saharan African countries before going probably the Northern Africa countries?
Well, actually, this is when you say going, do you mean as far as creating a show, say maybe
creating a show? Yeah. So it's going to be more like a franchise. I mean, now we've got Big Brother Nigeria, Big Brother South Africa. So maybe Real Ghanaian ladies of
whatever, right?
New
right.
York, Atlanta, whatever.
Yes.
So is that in the pipeline? Is that a dream you're probably
Yes.
exploring?
It is definitely a dream. We're definitely in conversations with a lot of people about it. There are people, we have partners in Atlanta, New York that are wanting to have conversations with us about bringing the franchise over there. So to answer that question, for sure, we're not going to be stuck in Dallas. There are Africans around the world. And yes, we do want to get a mainstream media, like in the US. We want to be on Bravo or VH1, as a show for Africans. I mean, it's for everybody, but I just mean the cast being Africans. Yeah, and when it comes to as far as other countries or other areas seeing the show actually aired across South and East Africa. The season 2, we have platforms in the Seychelles and Kenya and South Africa showing the show right now. So yes, we definitely don't know how much people know us until a new network starts showing the shows, and you see all these followers and you see all these DMs, and you're like, where are these people coming from? And then your agent says, okay, just so you know, now your show is airing in the Seychelles. We're like, okay, no wonder, because we had like 100 followers in 3 days. I didn't know where they were coming from, but yeah.
Tell us about this new contract with Ben TV. I know Ben TV used to show the Real Niger Ladies season 1. So people all over in England, in the UK, are saying, what's going on to season 3? When are we going to see that? So is it something in the pipeline, or should we just stick to YouTube and not conventional TV?
Well, I wouldn't say no to anything. We want to put it everywhere, whether it is YouTube, conventional, Amazon, wherever the money is coming from, we getting it, okay? Because listen, it takes a lot to put a show like this together, as you can imagine. Just getting the crew and and please don't get me started on that. So yes, Ben TV loves us. Ben TV we got a lot of attention from our UK people from Ben TV. We love them over there. But when it comes to the new season, we haven't concluded anything yet, but we're definitely talking to them about the new season.
You went to Nigeria recently, and you shot some scenes in Nigeria, obviously with Ije Kamora and Ije Kamora and Jennifer C. John.
Yep.
And one of the things that stuck to me was that both of them had teachers' trophy that day in one of the editions. I think it was episode 7 or so.
Yep.
And you were in the middle trying to play the peacemaker. And I was thinking, oh my God, I don't want to be seeing anyone injuring Jennifer here now. What's going on? You said, look at that. I was looking out for you all the way from here.
Wole, you are the bomb.com. You are the only person that was looking out for me. Everybody else that I know, we're looking out for the other 2 crazy people. Yeah, it's definitely a tightrope when you have 2 friends that you care about, that you introduce them to each other, and you don't want to offend anybody. You want to so, and that really played out on that episode, and it will continue to do so till before the show ends this season. And yeah, we did go to Nigeria and we had a great time.
Okay, and you went to a secondary school. I think there was this dancing, mini dancing competition between those 2 folks, and where they actually settled their differences. And going to that secondary school, you're thinking,
I'm thinking
when did that happen?
Competition.
It was not. It was more like a mini. Both of them were like dancing to show their skills and stuff like that. So going to that school, what memories did he bring back to you? Because again, I was reading your latest post on Instagram, and you did outline, chronicle your journey, so to say, all the way from Ojo, Ajegunle, all those areas, right through to Dallas, Texas. For me, I thought that was more like an inspiration to all the ladies or the girls coming up to say, no matter where you are at the moment,
yes, absolutely,
you can get up there.
Absolutely.
You can get up there, So, and going to that secondary school, what were you trying to portray there? And again, what would be your message to anyone watching a girl, back home in Nigeria, thinking, oh my God, I like what she's doing. I've got all these ideas here, but there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah. Oh my God, that question right now just put goosebumps on me just because I know how we really only always see where we are right now as all we have. Like, the things I can afford today, 5 years ago, I would never pay for them because they would appear too expensive. I was just telling a friend of mine, we were talking about plane tickets, and I said, oh my God, there was a time when buying business class to me felt like waste of money. But now, if it's not business class, I feel like something wrong is happening to me. No offense to anyone who flies economy. I'm trying to make a point here. Um, we have to see beyond where we currently are. It's not easy when you're in that moment, but we have to know that God has something better for us, and we have to want more for ourselves than what all that is in front of us. So that's why I made that post. When we visited 3 schools in Ajegunle on that day. One of those schools I happened to attend when I was growing up. Now, I did go to Mayflower Ikene, I did go to Tender Touch in Festac Town and all of that. But when my parents divorced and my older sister passed away, I named the Pamela Erere Foundation after her, and that's a whole nother conversation. But after all of that happened, we had to move in with my grandparents who live in Ajegunle. Now, when people hear Ajegunle, it sounds like poor, suffering. Well, I've never suffered a day in my life because my grandparents are wealthy people. And so, you know what I'm saying? So Ajegunle doesn't necessarily mean poor, but it's just
True.
a part of our journey where things weren't necessarily perfect like it was when my parents were together, right? So when we're going back to Nigeria, I discussed with some friends. Of course, people were calling some fancy schools across the country for me to visit. I said, no, it's not. The message is not going to be clear if I don't go to like an Ajegule or like a Mushin or like an Oshodi kind of school. For me,
True.
that's what I'm looking for. So
Mm-hmm.
fast forward, we've got the approvals to visit about 12 schools, but of course we could only manage because we had to buy school supplies and other stuff for the kids, and we could only, with our budget, accommodate 3 schools. Delight International is one of the schools, and that school, I was head prefect when I was in SS3. At that school, I was head girl. So it was just so inspirational for the young people to see someone who was in class like them not too long ago, now in the US, now doing all this, what they would consider fancy things. So my message categorically was to let them know, hey, listen, we're in a world of social media. Don't let social media run you. You run it. When you
True.
go on social media, be intentional about what you're doing there. And also just to generally motivate them. And that's why I brought IJ and Nancy and all those other beautiful women with me to say, listen, all those girls are from Nigeria. And this is us now. You can be us as well. So
True.
that's what it was. Very nostalgic. It was very I cried a few times. If you know me, you know I cry a lot. Don't judge me. Just say
Oh,
hello to me and I'll
no,
already
no,
crying.
don't start now. Don't start crying now. All right.
Oh my
Don't you start. Are you okay? Yeah. No, it's
God.
okay. It's okay. It's all part of the journey. It's all part. You look back
Yes.
now, and you're like, oh my god, yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
let me be. I'm sorry to use this words now. Let me also be a bit emotional and go into something you're also very passionate about, and that's your late sister's foundation, Pamela Erebe's foundation. I mean, you guys do quite a lot for widows, single moms, children in Nigeria, in America. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about this foundation?
Yes, I do want to tell you, and I always talk about it. People are probably tired of me talking about it. So my sister passed when she was only 14, but before she passed, she wanted to be a nun, like a reverend sister, because she just wanted to commit her life to helping people and things like that. So, I just felt like the nonprofit is the way to remember her, number one, and it's a way to kind of continue the things that I know she wanted to do. So it's
Mm,
really my sister's dream. It's mine too, but it's really motivated from wanting to keep her legacy going. We have focused on women and children only because, from an African's perspective, they're the people with that get the short end of the stick, right? If a woman leaves a husband, you could be married for 20 years, and the next thing you leave your husband, who is the Olowo of your Ori.
Yes.
and you could literally be nowhere. And then let's say you have children and the man feels like, oh, you're disrespecting me for leaving me. You could literally be like, have nothing, right? So that's why we focus on those people we believe don't have equal opportunity as the men in Africa. Not to say we don't help young boys go to school, or we don't, but we are catering more to women just because we believe they need more of our help. And we've done stuff from food drives to cloth drives to tuition payments to small business development, and the list goes on and on. If you know a widow or a single mother in Nigeria that needs help, send me a DM. I know there's COVID and I know that we're broke, but listen, those are the kind of people that we're looking for, the really authentic stories, not just someone trying to make some money off of us. We really want to change lives.
Thank you for that. And to everyone watching the show, you've heard from Jennifer say that if you do know someone in need, a widow, single mom, struggling, a case we had about the blue eyes lady with two beautiful children, beautiful daughters that the dad decided, I've had enough of you guys. It's so sad when you hear stories like that, and about issues going on like that. But I suppose it's the kind of world we live in at the moment. But
absolutely,
if you guys are there watching and you do know anyone you feel might need the support of the Pamela Ewewe Foundation PEF, get in touch with us, and we'll also get in touch with Jennifer to see how we can both help out. Jennifer, before we go on, I've got quite a few people online that have been like sending messages. I'm just going to read a few of them. Okay. So Ijeoma said, where can we see this reality show in the UK? So Jennifer's already mentioned you can see on the YouTube, on Ben TV, I suppose. Yes. And so please just Google Real Niger Ladies.
That's correct.
Dallas. Honestly, you're gonna love it. I saw a few episodes and I was like cracking myself. I'm thinking,
no way.
These ladies. What's last season, and Bright, Mr. Sugarman says the way you show my first on this show. Thank you, Mr. Sugarman. Sam Sylvester, who happens to be our regular, says hello everyone. Thank you guys for bringing the lady on. Jennifer, thank you. Another explosive Sunday. Someone said glory to God. I'm saying my first time watching the show, so I'm a bit lost. Okay, I'll tell you what the show is all about. If you've listened or watched what Jennifer's had to say, that's what the show is all about. We try as much as possible to showcase Nigerians, anywhere in diaspora, excuse me, even if they're in Afghanistan, they're doing well.
Yeah,
we are willing to show them, obviously, share their ideas and obviously what they've done with you guys. So before we go further again, Jennifer, we're gonna go on our first video break. Okay. And have a look at some things I have seen and some of us have seen, but you haven't seen before. So if we're ready, Yomi, please, let's have that video break.
Oh, okay. Hi guys, it's your girl Jennifer Mairo, and we are back.
I'll take you home.
Oh, wait a minute. Hey.
I love him so much.
Her boost her confidence. I didn't know that. That was my first time hearing her say that.
You know what I'm saying? It's so unfair. I'll never forget you.
fake love. I don't do that. I'm right here in your face. I'm right here. I'm in your face.
Well, we're gonna have to do
Queen,
some
you
other.
can't
Hey,
think that's the way it's supposed to be handled, but whatever.
what's the shoe called? Bigfoot? Oh, cause she got a big foot.
But this conversation is happening today, so who's gonna start?
Female spirit and power and
I'm like, hey, I have 3 children.
I'm not saying I'm gonna physically fight him. I'm not gonna fight. You know I'm too classy for that big ass.
I have a right to speak my mind.
the one I heard she's a gold digger.
You're still gonna. Hey!
You're right. I mean, she definitely ain't dating no broke nigga. Oh, take your mind out, do my mind. But that's how about that? I just said what I have to say. I ain't got no sugarcoat nothing. You what?
Who be these?
Turn the fucking explain. That's it. Shut up. Take your pregnant. Take your pregnant. I'm not the fucking one. That's it. Shut the fuck up. Get out. No respect.
Get if y'all can fade away. Mwah.
Why are you mad? Can you just get the camera off?
Cut that shit off.
Don't come for me, cause you will lose every time, today and forever. Well, dang.
You know what? Two words I'm going to use. One, natas. Yeah, that's what they are. Those girls. I don't think I watched that. Yeah, over and over and over again. I'm thinking, oh my god, I can't wait for this season. You know, I can't wait for what's going to happen there. And the second word, ballistic. You guys, where these girls, man, they are on another level. You know, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
I'm just gonna let you say it because.
Well, kudos to you for assembling a cast like that. You know, and and I'm thinking when someone was saying talking about Bigfoot there, who were they referring to?
Me.
Was it you?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm almost 6 foot tall. I wear a size 13 for girls, so my feet is quite tall and lean.
Whoa.
So it was me.
Proper.
Okay.
All right, Bigfoot.
Listen,
All right,
I
Bigfoot.
wear it proudly. But while I think about it, if I was this tall and I'm walking around in size 7 or 8 or 9 feet, trust me, I would look awkward. That's the only kind of feet that can carry my body.
Definitely, yeah, definitely. But I look at you, I'll be like, ugh, yeah, bomb, yeah. You know what I mean? Nearly 6 feet.
Thank you, my brother.
Weekend. That's good.
You see, you know better thing.
Trust me now, not be today.
Yeah, it was definitely a roller coaster there for a second. And you know, when you're filming it, you don't necessarily know what's gonna come out. But when you cut it, you're like, oh my god, what did I do?
Oh my god.
Yes, but it's all good. It's we love it. We're having a great time on the show.
That's good. A quick message from Overcome Media.
Love her.
That's that's a lovely lady, Victoria. Victoria, hello. Victoria is saying, watching from all the way from Dallas, Texas. Proud of you, Queen. Yeah, we are definitely.
I love you.
Yeah, thank you, Victoria. So, Jennifer, I just want to go back to your upbringing again and growing up. I see you're a very bubbly person.
Yeah.
You know, growing up, were you like that? I mean, people who knew you back in the days when you were like, running around and whatever. Did they ever think, would they see you and be like, oh, I'm surprised she's like that?
No, there's nobody that would say that. What I get more than anything is, oh, you're not even proud now, or you're not even changed now that you are quote unquote successful. That's what they say, right? Now, I will say this though, people who don't know me at all, like just seeing me from a distance, I do come across a bit, obnoxious and uppity. I will admit, not intentionally, but I will I might come because my face, maybe I don't know, but I will come across a little, maybe pompous, proud, whatever. If you don't know me, I will say that. But if we talk and you get to talk to me a little bit, my guard comes all the way down. I am the best person that you want to be around, and everybody will attest to it. And I'm not just tooting my own horn; it's the truth. And yeah,
And I honestly have to admit that. I mean, the first time Victoria actually matchmake charts,
yes.
and I said, listen, I would like to bring Jennifer on the show, and she said, leave it to me. I'll talk to her.
Yeah.
And obviously, what happened? And I'm thinking, and the first time I saw you, and I'm thinking, hold on, that's oh my god, she's my kind of girl, She's just like. It could be very deceptive, but it's what it is. And for you guys watching, we are also working with Jennifer to bring in some of the cast of this show at some point. So you can see how crazy they are. The key thing is
gonna blow your socks off.
Oh my god, I can't wait. The key thing is we Niger ladies, just Google it. Google it. It's on YouTube. You can watch from episode 1 from season 1 on YouTube. Okay. The arrangement is that soon it's gonna be on UK terrestrial TV. You can see on Sky. It is still ongoing. Okay, but for right now, just go on YouTube and you get it. Okay, you see everything play out right before you. So before we go, Jennifer, there's this. I just want to bring up the issue again about your family. Your dad is chartered accountant, and your mom obviously was a beautician.
Yeah.
At some point in time, every Nigerian person, parents want their children to be a doctor, engineer, be an accountant, or what have you. And you got your master's, you got everything. You went to uni in America, but decided to go the way of showbiz. Would you more like would you say you've actually achieved your dream of who you wanted to be, or you're on the process of achieving that dream of who you wanted to be? I mean, right from when you started growing up as a child.
Yes, and I appreciate that question because I believe that we are ever evolving.
True.
I always knew that I was gonna be quote unquote, I don't want to use the word famous, but I always knew that I would be somebody that people would talk about, because even from I was gonna call it grade school, but primary school, even from primary school to secondary school, I was always in the middle of conversation in school. I would, in high school, people voted because they have to vote for our prefect. It was kind of like a unanimous thing to vote me into being the head prefect. So I'm that kind of person. I'm a people person. So I knew that there was whatever I was going to do in my life, whether it was journalism or be an attorney or be whatever I would be somewhat interacting with people-ish, right? So I did want to be a lawyer because, like you said, when you're growing up, is doctor, law, or engineering. I wasn't going to poke anybody with any needles, and I cannot construct any iron stuff. So because I know how to talk, I stuck with law, which when I came to the US, I did do undergrad for legal studies, because you have to have an undergrad degree before you can go to law school here in the US. Some people don't know, but that's how it is. So I did go to undergrad here for legal studies, but when it was time to go to law school, the schools that accepted me were in Dallas. They were farther away, so I would have had to relocate, which wouldn't work. So instead, I opted for my master's degree in Penn State instead. So that's how I got here. So law was always a part of my dream. I would not say it's no longer a part. I just think I just evolved with getting married so young and just having children and just getting my passion kind of, just involved, just kind of growing with me. I don't see myself standing in any courtroom negotiating anything. Entertainment law, yes, I could see myself still doing that. But yes, I have achieved the goals that I have set thus far. but I still have some goals that I have to conquer, including being a full-on producer on an American network. And I know I'm going to achieve that. I want to do that. I want to create shows for OWN and HBO and platforms like that. And I know it will happen. So no, I have not achieved all my dreams, but the ones I have set till date, I have crushed them.
Way to go, girl. Way to go. let me talk to you about Sean King. All right. Someone who is passionate. Who's more like
that's my blood.
I don't know, one of your leaders. You know what I mean. And
my blood.
That guy is another level. So why Sean King? I know he's one of those who was the leaders of the Black Lives Matter movement in the United States, or obviously across the world. But why did you choose someone like that to be? I mean, when aliens decided to say, all right, we want to attack the world and we want to meet your leader, and Jennifer, of all people, Jennifer would take an alien to Sean King. Of all people.
Listen. When he saw that post, he laughed so hard, but he was flattered. He was flattered by it. Even if he found it crazy, he didn't know I would say anything like that. But my point is, for me, with Sean, it's I feel like he's unable to hide his authenticity when it comes to his passion for this movement. It's not like he's in some sort of political office where he has to say the right things so that, people would stand behind him. He has a lot to lose. He has 5 kids, his wife, his life. Like, there's been attempts. Like, I don't know how else to explain just how genuine he comes across when he fights for the race, the Black race. And also, Sean is informed. He's not just going to say anything because it sounds good. He's very informed. You can almost put your money on it. If he says it, writes it, posts about it, he would have done his research. No one is ever going to come back and say, oh, the rumor started from Sean King's page, right? This is his life's work. And so I just appreciate just his authenticity and his passion for the cause. And he's passionate about lots of other causes, but he's been put at the forefront of, just the Black race and just educating us. And yeah, that's why. I have other people that I respect. Of course, the Obamas are up there. Of course, Killer Mike. I love Killer Mike. I don't know if you know him, but he's one of my people too. But I go with Sean on this one.
Good. All right. I'll let the aliens know. So to round up, Kamala Harris, she is obviously going to be representing the minority race in for the Democrats as obviously VP to Joe Biden. What does she represent to the typical American one, and obviously to people like you, obviously migrants that have come into the US? She is a daughter of migrants that have come into the US, and now she's aspiring to be the second most powerful person on earth. Okay, what does that say to you and to people? That little girl in Ibadan, in Kano, in Enugu, in Kigali, in Accra, Kumasi.
Yes.
What is that saying to that little girl? That
absolutely, these are my kind of questions. These are the kind of questions that just kind of get. I was going to use a bad language, but this is a family show. It just kind of totally gets me there. I'm serious. Listen, this Kamala Harris being on that ticket with Joe Biden goes against everything we know about politics. It goes against they already know who is going to win. Oh, they already know who is going to. I'm not going to vote because they already know. It proves to us that we as African immigrants are not just sitting here on the wayside. If I'm going to go queue and vote, if I had to come to this country and forget about my family, not forget, but leave my family behind, come here, go to school, work, raise my kids, and somehow I was able to be naturalized into a US citizen, it shows that I'm not only good enough to vote, I'm good enough to actually hold an office. That's what Kamala Harris has just done. I'm not going to graduate, and like I said, I cry a lot. I'm already almost there. I'm not going to graduate from school, do all the stuff, and go back to Nigeria to run for a political office. I can actually be governor here today if I have done the work. Father from Jamaica, mother from India, no born children of her own. Kamala represents the future. She's only 55 years old, and she's going to be more appealing to someone like me than a Joe who is almost 80, for example. So we need a Kamala, someone like her, in there to level the playing field and to speak for us. Not to say that some white people will not speak for us, but put somebody like me in there that I would believe understands me. That's what Barack did for us. So more than anything, Kamala Harris on that ticket, I don't care if they win or not. It's an evolution. It shows that we have changed and we are now awakened. And the white, black, old men that are controlling what we call the economy, the system, politics as we know it, even they have been awakened today to know that we need Kamala if they're going to get my vote or any other black vote for that matter. You know what I'm saying? So listen, it's a win all the way around. Whether they get in the White House or not, it would go down in history that a black woman, not a black man, because a black man is still a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A black woman, okay, who has won everything she's ever contested for, who got married later in her life, who does not have any children, still stands a chance. I don't have to be associated with a man to be who my destiny has called me to be. That's what Kamala is going to do for us. So please don't get me started on Kamala Harris because I will go off.
All right. Don't go off now. We're running out of time now, girl. All right. Well, that's really good. That's very passionate. You know what? Sandra Sylvester, one of our top commentators, just said, I love your spirit, girl. Proper black queen. You know, so you know, it's you know what? I need to get you back on this show. You know, so we talk about we don't talk about entertainment now. We talk about a little bit about politics, about activism. You know, we talk about advocacy, especially for women rights and children rights, because it's something I'm very passionate about. Being a father and a husband. Passionate about my women. I've got a daughter, a beautiful daughter, also, and obviously a boy. Yeah, so I'm really passionate about our life, Teresa. And being able to stand as a black queen.
Yes,
she is. So it's something I need to bring you back in at some point.
Always.
And we'll talk all about that. We talk a lot about where we also come from, because you're doing mighty, beautiful things in America.
Thank you.
Also, we also need to talk about how we can give back. I know you're already doing that. We can give back to where we come from in Africa.
And I have lots of ideas regarding that. So yes, we'll talk about that.
Definitely, girl. Definitely. So yeah, that's been the supercharged edition today.
Yes,
with Jennifer.
You asked me the charger question at the last question.
And I purposely did that, because I knew, because after I read a little bit about your passion for someone like Sean King, and I knew, I said, yeah, this is another one in the Kamala mode. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure having you with us today, Jennifer. Like I said, we will definitely be calling on you, knocking on your door pretty soon to come and talk again about. And before that, we will obviously be bringing some of your cast members in.
Yes, we'll make it happen.
Talk about the crazy things going on in real Niger ladies.
Yes,
Thank you so much for coming, and our best wishes to your family.
Thank you so much. Yes, I had a great time. It was such a pleasure. My son came and made a cameo, but we handled him. I appreciate
very good cameo. Very good cameo. probably getting ready for his own reality show.
Oh, okay, now don't push it now.
Thank you, Jennifer,
Thank you
for coming.
so much. All right.
All right.
Bye.
Okay. Take care. All right then. So that's been that wonderful, interesting show today. I must say myself, it's been interesting talking to a lady who's very passionate about, not just about reality shows, entertainment, but also about politics. About activism, and especially regarding the women folk, which is something really, really nice, something very, really nice to see. So if you're out there, and obviously if you are a woman, a girl, a lady out there, I hope you've been richly educated, informed about, what's going on out there, how you can reach out for your dreams. And it's another. I'm actually short of words now. It's been a way show, and hope you liked this show today. If you did, please tell someone. Tell someone about it. Tell your friends, tell your family about it. And please subscribe to The Way Show on YouTube. If you think this show's been interesting to you, go back and watch it again. I mean, there's been some very interesting stuff said about the show today. So please, always at 8 o'clock every Sunday, we're here. Just tell your families, tell your friends to join us and watch The Way Show. Don't forget to subscribe, please, and like the show. Set your notification bell, set it up, so when we've got new videos loaded, we will always, you can always know about it. So a very big thank you to some of our people that have commented today. Thank you, Ijeoma, Sandra, as usual, Sasha. Who else has made comments? We've got Raphael, who said, I've just subscribed. Thank you. Thank you, Raphael, for subscribing. And we've got Overcome Media all the way from Dallas. Thank you, Sister Margaret. Thank you. Someone said, glory to God. Yes, it's Sunday. Glory to God. Thank you. Greetings from Manchester. Thank you, all the way from the north. Thank you. And Mr. Shugama Brighton, also, thank you. And to every other person, I'm sorry if I didn't mention your name. Sammy, thank you. Thank you for coming on the show today. And please, like I always say, spread the word about The Way Show. It's a show to, we'll always bring people that matter in to talk to you about the journey so far to the top. So my name is Wole. Unfortunately, my co-partner, my partner and friend who's behind the technical duties today, Yomi, would not be on the show because we're 2 minutes past our time. Next week is another day. It's another week. Next Sunday is another day. 8 p.m. will be another time. And I should be here to present another smashing edition of The Way Show. Please don't forget, whatever you do this week, be good, stay safe, always stay safe.